What is up, guys? Adrian here from Launch TV, and I want to welcome you back to Rebuilding Universal. This is a series in which we take lands that already exist in the park and make them something different, or keep them the same, just tweak things around. Today we're going to dive into World Expo thanks to you guys, because you guys voted online, well, on Instagram, between Springfield and World Expo. So today we're going to dive into World Expo, or what it used to be called, Expo Center. We're gonna get into all this and more right after the intro. Okay, so first things first, this land when it opened was huge, like I mean massive. It went from the Swamp Thing set all the way down to ET. And just for perspective, right now that is Men in Black to ET. And that's huge. Throughout the years, this has seen many changes, like in 2000 when Men in Black opened, World Expo, which is what it was changed into, now was formed between Back to the Future and the Wild West stage show and Men in Black. Those were the three things that were featured there. 2005 came along, Fear Factor opened up, Wild West stage show was gone. Then 2008, they closed Back to the Future to make it The Simpsons, so on and so forth. We now have World Expo as we know and love it today, with a closed Fear Factor Live and Men in Black Alien Attack, a possible fan favorite. Now, before I get into this, I want to say, disclaimer, huge disclaimer, Men in Black is one of my favorite attractions, if not my favorite attraction to go on at Universal. Finding a replacement for this was very difficult because I wanted something that would satisfy me but also satisfy everyone else, allowing for a lot of re-rideability with an attraction, just like Men in Black does. Because the fact that you shoot up and try to get a maxed out score every time you ride really adds to some flavor. And there's people that go on this attraction don't even get like 10,000. I ride with people that don't even get 1,000 sometimes. You show them the tricks, boom. If you guys want me to make a video about all the tips and tricks that I know for Men in Black, comment down below, because I have some friends in the 900 club that would love to join me on that. So with all that being said, after a lot of thought process and thinking what attraction can fit here, what property can fit here, I nailed it down. I got the 2018 Steven Spielberg directed Ready Player One. If you've never seen Ready Player One, do me a favor, pause this video right now, go watch that movie, because so much going on in that movie. It's a video game movie that isn't your typical video game movie. Please go watch it. This attraction is going to be called Ready Player One, Journey into the Oasis. Now, this ride is going to be similar to Men in Black in the only reason that it is a shooter ride. That's it. It's the only similarity you're gonna have here. It's going to be 6 people in a cart, just like Men in Black. However, the scoreboard at the end of this attraction stays for the whole day. Meaning that if you get yourself on that big board and you're number one for the day. It's kind of like having a high score. Setting a high score on a video game is the same thing. So it's going to take that concept of maxing out a high score and showing, hey, I'm the best one here today. Now, a little bit of detail of this. You're going to need augmented reality goggles, or augmented reality glasses. You're going to put on the glasses before you journey into the Oasis, and it's your only way to enter into the Oasis. So when you have these on, you're going to be able to see things that are there but not there. So you're going to be able to see targets, you're going to be able to see the 3 hidden keys that we're going to hide throughout the attraction. If you get all 3 of these keys, you're obviously going to end up with a max score. Well, not a max score, a very high score. And it's just going to be 3 different locations. One will be a race. The second will be a horror film. Now, we can't use The Shining. So, in memory of an attraction that used to be at Universal, the second portion of this will be Jaws, where it's going to seem as if your boat, well, your vehicle is now a boat. This is when the AR is going to be very helpful for this attraction. You're going to see Jaws come towards you, so you need to blast him away from you. This is going to be the second objective here. The third and final will be a labyrinth type of maze. However, the cart's gonna know where to go. You just have to make sure your team makes it through this labyrinth. There are two distinct different endings, just like in Men in Black, how you can either get the suit that'll be ready next Wednesday, or you're going to have to try again, because you're bug bait. So the two different endings are, one with Parzival and his friends, where they tell you you did a great job. You know, they're the new owners of the Oasis. They tell you did a great job, thank you for coming out. On the other side of that, you'll get Parzival telling you, man, I've seen way too many people do better than that. You gotta do this again, man. You can do a way better job. So, that's the two different endings. The big key here is the fact that you have the augmented reality goggles on. It's going to add a different layer to this attraction than most attractions that you see at Universal. And that's it for the Ready Player One attraction. However, right next door, Fear Factor Live has been there forever, 2005. That show is barely ever running whenever I go to the park, and less now with COVID. So, I'm going to say this one time and one time only. I think the perfect replacement for Fear Factor will be Beetlejuice The Musical. Not the entire 2.5 hour musical. No. This will be a 45-minute to an hour condensed version similar to the Frozen live attraction that they have at the Hyperion Theater in Disney's California Adventure. This is going to feature like 3 to 4 songs from the show, including That Beautiful Sound and the whole Being Dead thing, and many more songs from here. Now I feel like the ghost host with the most doesn't get that much love in the parks anymore like he used to. He used to have his own graveyard review. So in honor of that, at the beginning of this show, Beetlejuice himself is going to come out and interact with the guests. He's going to mess around with you, laugh at you, kind of like what he does now with the horror makeup show, but he's going to brag about the fact that he's got his own gig again, and you don't. So Beetlejuice is going to be everywhere. He's just going to have a great time. So are you. Now this isn't going to just be a, oh, they're going to be singing. No. This is going to bring actual sets from the award-winning set design team behind this musical. So, the Sand Serpent, the Beetlejuice sign, everything. This is going to be a massive stage. Now, the Fear Factor stage, if you don't know, is pretty big and can really house a lot. What we're going to do here is we're going to kind of close it in to preserve the sets, make sure they're safe. I feel like this is really needed in the park, another show that you can sit and relax. And this also allows you to have this show open during Horror Nights, or even have another Horror Nights show go on here during Horror Nights. It's a spooky setting, and it's just set right for Universal. Beetlejuice is just one of the original characters that really make this park what it is, and I think he deserves more love with this park. Anyways, that's everything for World Expo. I'm sorry this is a smaller one compared to normal, but I just feel like it's what's needed. Ready Player One and Beetlejuice. What do you guys think? What would you put in World Expo if you had the opportunity to change the park up? Let me know. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below anything you want to comment, because I'm just here to listen to you. Subscribe if you already haven't done so. And stay excellent, my dudes.